What's up? What's going on? It's been a long time since I've made a video. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all doing really great right now. It's been a wild few weeks for myself. There's been so many changes, so many enhancements. I'm just super grateful right now. I'm really happy. I hope you all are doing fantastic. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to continue talking about blockchain, of course, and cryptocurrency. You know, blockchain has lowered the barrier of entry across the board in like every industry, and especially when it comes to financial freedom and obtaining, investment opportunities. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. I am not a financial advice. All and any information that is discussed on this channel and in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please contact a financial advisor if you need assistance with investing and trading strategies. Everything that I discuss on this channel is my own experience. It's things that I am doing, and I'm sharing my journey with you. So, again, disclaimer. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. Entertainment and educational purposes only. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, trade, invest into any stock or crypto that I talk about. All right, now that's out the way. So, another thing we need to talk about. All right, we need to talk about DogeLord.com. DogeLord.com, the hottest place to go and get your crypto and Bitcoin apparel. Head on over to DogeLord.com. We have so much to offer. There's going to be so many new content creators that will be showcased on DogeLord.com. If you are interested and showcased in your apparel line on DogeLord.com, get in contact with me. Leave a comment below and hit up Simon Future or DogeLord Apparel, and you can talk about how we can showcase your apparel line, and you can be part of the blockchain community. So, what is DogeLord.com and what it's about? Well, we created a crypto and Bitcoin apparel marketplace specifically for content creators that are talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain. So, it all started off with the mining community. And all of these content creators that you can see are part of the mining community. But there's a little bit more to this. Okay, so we want to extend this apparel marketplace to more content creators that are talking about maybe NFTs or talking about DeFi or talking about dApps or talking about, Solana or whatever it is. We want to showcase your apparel. And the cool thing about it is, if you are brand new and you don't have your own branding, you don't have your own apparel, you don't have your own logo, and you need help setting up your apparel line and setting up your collection, well, we offer one-on-one consultation and marketing services to help you get set up and create your own apparel collection. So, head on over to DogeLord.com and you can check out the FutureSELF Collection. The FutureSELF Collection is based off of diamond hands and at the same time technology, IoT, the Internet of Things. So the diamond represents diamond hands, and the lines within the diamonds represents the communication lines that's required for blockchain and cryptocurrency and IoT for everything to work. It represents collaboration, and blockchain could not exist without collaboration. And the best part about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is that it's starting to shift the economy and starting to shift the perspective and the mindset behind the capitalistic world. See, the capitalistic strategy is about kill or be killed, eat your own, step on the next one to get ahead. Very solo, very selfish, really not necessary, okay? But for blockchain technology and for the crypto protocols to have organic and exponential growth, it requires collaboration. Essentially, the complete opposite of the capitalistic strategy. So if you want to learn more about how you can start utilizing these strategies, you can reach out to me and we can talk about creating an implementation plan specific for your community or your project, and you can work on different tasks to help create more engagement within your community. Another thing I want you guys to go check out as well, I want you to go check out Davitar. So if anybody knows anything about Bitcoin, all right, there's this guy called Davinci Jeremy. He also has a token called the Davinci J15. And Davinci Jeremy was telling everybody about Bitcoin and the opportunity behind Bitcoin and this new technology about 8 or 9 years ago. And he actually was one of the only individuals that purchased Bitcoin under $1 and held it till today. There's no one out there that has better diamond hands than Davinci. And the cool thing about Davinci is that I have the opportunity to work side by side with Davinci and manage the Davitar NFT community Discord and moderating the Telegram groups. So if you're interested in joining the community and want to learn more about Davitar and the 915 NFTs that will be released, yeah, you heard me right, 915. That is it. There's only going to be exclusive community of 915 NFT holders of the Davitar community. And there's so much more that comes when you purchase, or not purchases, but because you can't buy the NFT right now. You can sign up and attempt to get whitelisted to become part of the community and essentially get first dibs when the NFT is released. So what happens when you enter the email and register? Well, let's go through the timeline together. So Davitar, all right, Davitar is the Davinci Jeremy NFT community for the supporters of Davinci Jeremy and Davinci J15, which is his specific token. He also has the Pandora wallet as well. Now, the timeline, it first started back in November of last year. The landing page was published. And this was the very first step in the Davitar roadmap. See, the pipeline is to create an organic growth of true supporters. See, a lot of other NFTs, they're focused on volume, and there's nothing wrong with that. And they're focused on volume and trying to get as many people involved in their community as possible. But the one thing that happens when you are focused on volume is that it becomes overwhelming to manage, and at the same time the opportunity for an individual within that community just becomes more difficult as more and more people get involved, and it's a debatable topic, all right, and there's no right or wrong way to go about it. It just really depends on what is best for your community, your team of developers and supporters and artists, and what it is that you want to offer the blockchain community. So Davitar is saying, hey, let's create this NFT specifically for our supporters. We're only going to select 915 of them, and that gives us a good number to manage, all right? It's not going to be overwhelming. The people that have a chance to become part of the community, that 900, if you're one out of that 915, all of the other rewards that come with owning the NFT, which I can't talk about, but it's really awesome. So this is the first step. It was released in the initial landing page with Davitar based designs. So Davinci J15 then announces in January of the new year of 2022 that Davitar is going to do live stream and shares with the followers and supporters of the NFT project. So come hang out. We're going to start doing live events on the weekends, maybe once or twice a month. So stay tuned for that. It's really going to be exciting. Davinci may pop in and hang out with us. If not, you'll get to talk to myself, and we're going to go over so many different topics related to NFTs, related to cryptocurrency, related to blockchain, some things you can do to help find, the right projects to be a part of, and a live Q&A, that you can ask your questions, and I can hopefully answer or at least direct you in the right location or resource reference for your question. All right, so stay tuned for that. The very first one in our Discord will be April. Let me pull up the calendar real quick for you. It will be April 8th will be the very first Discord live event. So I'll make an announcement within the community, and if you're not part of the Davitar NFT community, look below. There will be an invite link specifically for you to join under this channel. The invite link is not widely available, so use the link below to join our NFT Davitar community. Now, going down the timeline next, so how many Davitars will exist? So we kind of went over that, which is there will only be a total of 915 Davitars that are going to be produced. So this number represents Davinci J15's birth date, September the 15th, and that is why he selected 915, and why 915 is a very important number to Davinci. So as a supporter to Davinci J15, you will always know his birthday. So just remember that, 915. The creation of the 15 rare Davitars. All right, so that was just created back in February of this year, and they're going to continue honoring that number 15. Okay, the 15th of his birthday of September, and they decided that the Davitar collection will have 15 rare characters available. Just 15 rare characters available. All right, so you're going to want to be involved. You're going to want to know what's going on. We put out announcements every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday within the Discord. It's not overwhelming like other NFT Discords where there's so many different channels and different chat rooms and roles and pictures and memes and this and that, and it can be super, super confusing and overwhelming to someone that's brand new. There are a few things that will be added to the Davitar NFT community Discord, but right now the main purpose is to make things as simple as possible for you. All right, and I want more community engagement and interactions within the chat room, and that is why there's only one section right now, or two sections rather, which is the main chat room, all right, where we discuss what's on your mind, anything related to NFT and Davitars. If you have any questions coming out to me, you'll also see some posts from myself that will go out as little event links or hype moments or the recommendation list. And then we have the meme channel. The meme channel is an opportunity for you to be more creative. So I want you to create some memes related to Davinci and Davitar community, and really get creative with thinking outside of the box. Take the post, post it on your social media, share it with your peers, your friends and family, and then take a screenshot and share it within the chat room. And the best part about it is, if you get a lot of support from the other members of the Davitar NFT community Discord and people are liking it a lot, it will get you added to the recommendation list. So with twice a month, I will put out a recommendation list to Davinci, where I would obviously recommend users within the community that are doing their part in sharing the NFT community, sharing their posts, sharing their positive vibes related to Davitar. And I send a recommendation list to Davinci where he will select either all of the users, one or two of the users, or none. I don't know. I have no control over the selection, but I do have control over recommendations. So if you want a recommendation or you want to try to get whitelisted and get Davinci's attention, this is by far the best way to do it. So how do you get recommended or added to the recommendation list for Davitar whitelist? Number one, well, you have to be part of the Davitar NFT Discord community. Number two, you need to create some memes and share that within your different social media platforms. And then at the same time, it has to be something positive, nothing negative, or shooting or shotting or talking bad about other projects or anything negative will automatically be disqualified. And anyone trying to cheat this, something like this, I'll nix the whole thing, and then the recommendation list will go patooey. All right, so let's just like let's just actually try to do this the right way, and just be 100. You make a post, share it, let me know, show the community, and then just let the community decide which one they like the most, and then that's how you get selected for the recommendation list. All right, and then when I send out my weekly reports to Davinci, only once or twice a month, I'll add the recommendation list to that, so you'll have time to to create something and put it out there and share it amongst your peers, friends, and families, and various social media platforms that you engage in. All right, so moving on. So after the 15 rare characters being created and becoming available, the next thing will be that Davitar will have some random characters too. So the Davitar collection will be composed of designs of different males and females, and their properties will be randomly given to each one. So they'll all have their own unique set of properties, and I can't wait to find out how that aligns with everything else. So how many properties will the Davitar have? So each Davitar collection will have a total of 7 properties that will randomly change, and each of these properties will have up to 11 different possibilities. All right, so let's do that one more time. So the avatars of the Davitar collection will have 7 properties, all right, that will randomly change, and each of these properties will have up to 11 different possibilities. So that answers your question related to how many properties each Davitar will have, and how these random characters of the collection essentially could have like its own superiority hierarchy listing and things like that, rarity and so forth. So will all Davitars be random? Good question. So all of the avatars will be randomly produced. The only ones excluded from this are the 15 rare avatars that will be in the collection. So the 15 rare Davatars will have an exclusive design to set itself apart from the other random characters. So that is something really cool. So you'll know automatically if you have a rare Davitar, because it will be a unique and exclusive design that sets itself apart from the other randomly generated or created characters in the Davitar collection. Now, out of the Davitars, or the rare ones at that, will they have a unique story behind it? So what is the story behind Davitar, and why is that even important? Or is there even a story that we should be concerned about or even think about? Well, let's find out. So the rare Davitars will have their own particular story about what makes them special and how they relate to the crypto world. So that's going to be pretty cool. So each of these rare Davitars will have their own backstory related to the NFT. Now, how that backstory, connects with, Davinci J15, how it connects with blockchain or crypto, and or different, whether mining, trading, investing, or like there's so much within crypto and blockchain. Like, what could this backstory be? And like, is it about a person, or is it like a backstory, like a historical story of like this character grew up in then Knights of the Round Table with King Arthur and Sir Lancelot and fought the dragons with this and that, and that's how they end up receiving 3 unique rarity what's the word I'm looking for, character traits, and then, or like they received a philosopher's stone or something like that. Like, I'd be interested to see how these backstories are created, what they represent, and how it aligns with NFTs and everything like that, and Davinci Davitar J15. So that's going to be interesting to find out these 15 stories. Maybe we may find out some hints along the way in the announcement. So I totally would suggest coming and hanging out within the Davitar NFT community Discord, and stay tuned and keep a lookout for the announcements. Announcements go out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maybe in the future announcements we might see a hint pertaining to the backstory of one of these rare Davitar NFTs. Now, another good question, or statement rather, Davitar will include prizes. Okay, so what does that mean? So if you're brand new to blockchain and cryptocurrency and NFTs, you may ask yourself, or you may hear people talking about NFTs and saying, well, what's the point of all of this? Like, I get it, people are buying a picture or a GIF or some type of meme or whatever, but they don't understand why it's important. They don't understand the value. They don't understand why people like it, and they don't understand the use case, or is there even a use case behind this at all? So they're like, I got this NFT, and what do I do now? So, and that's a really good question. So just to give you some, some hints and some advice pertaining to NFTs and blockchain, the current NFT market is not using NFTs the right way. Or not, no, hold on, reverse and rewind. Let me re-say that. I don't want, saying the right way was really badly done. That's not what I meant, okay? The current NFT community, platforms, infrastructure, marketplace, collections, whatever, everything that's going on within and anything related to NFTs, they're not being used to its full potential. That's better. That's what I want to say. So NFTs can be used in a better way pertaining to contracts and real estate and badges, or like, so NFTs with the pictures right now, these are really like level 1 of usability and use case. But the real use case behind an NFT, a non-fungible token, well, we're going to get into that in the next segment of this video, where you'll see the true values of NFTs. Now, if you're brand new to blockchain, cryptocurrency, and NFTs, and it's the first time that you're watching my channel, well, thank you for joining and welcome to the channel. My name is Simon, and I'm the host of Cryptechology, where we just go over anything related to blockchain and cryptocurrency. There is zero structure, zero formalities, zero whatever. I just talk about whatever it is that I feel like, and I just share it along with all of you. Now, when it comes to NFTs and tokens, there's two type of reasons why you would want an NFT, and we're gonna use this example, and we're gonna use Ethereum as our baseline example. So there's two terms that you'll hear: an ERC20, all right, which is a fungible token, and then you'll hear an ERC721, which is a non-fungible token. And I'm sorry that sometimes I close my eyes when I'm thinking. I think because the light appears like really messing with my eyes, so that's why you'll see me closing. But anyway, so an ERC20 or a fungible token, all right, so that's like a token where it doesn't matter, the order or the number pertaining to that token. So like whether you purchase the first fungible token or you purchase the 1000th minted version of that token, it's still the same thing. All right, nothing has changed. Just because you have the minted number 1 token versus minted 3000 token, they're both going to equal the same thing. Now, where it comes to non-fungible tokens, there can be a hierarchy level to it. So essentially, like, the first token created could be more valuable than the second token, or the first token is just totally different from the second token. All right, they're non-fungible. They're not, so each token, it's its own unique thing, and that's why NFTs are so important and valuable, because when you create an NFT, of which that anything can become an NFT, and this is going to be something that I will be doing more of, is BAAS, which is going to be blockchain as a service. All right, so it's going to be implementing blockchain technology in businesses. All right, so stay tuned. I had to reschedule the developing your future flow and blockchain in business live event. My appointment that I had the last week or 2 weeks ago rather, just went way longer than I was expecting, and it just totally threw me for a loop with a lot of things. So stay tuned for that event and live event. We're going to go over developing your future flow and going over how you can implement blockchain technology in your business, and why having somebody on your team that understands blockchain, why that's mandatory. So stay tuned for that presentation. It's really going to be super valuable. I guarantee you will walk away with some actionable knowledge and information that you can put to work right then and there, right away. So that's going to be the whole point of that. So stay tuned. As of right now, the tentative date for the future flow event, the tentative date is going to be probably the 3rd week of April. All right, the 3rd week of April as of right now. So follow me on LinkedIn for more information related to that, and so just stay tuned for that. Anyway, so right, so that's what the the NFT versus the fungible versus non-fungible tokens. All right, so that's why, having this collection will be valuable, and understanding that the use case behind NFTs, there can be so much more to than just owning the NFT or just owning a picture. So there will be prizes that align and correlate with these NFTs. So incorporate some cool prizes that you'll you gotta be part of the Discord and stay tuned for those announcements to figure out what those prizes will be. Alright, so Davinci J15 Avatar. So even though everyone would like to have this rare Davitar, it's not going to be available for everybody, which we know there's only going to be 915 available out of the collection, but that doesn't mean you can't join the community and be a part of what's going on. Alright, so we talked about the whitelist. Alright, so the Davitar collection will only have 100 spots available for the whitelist. Alright, so we went over how you can get recommended for the whitelist, right? That will go out either once or twice a month. My recommendation list, that when I do my weekly report, I'll send it out to Davinci, and the only way you can get on that recommendation list is by posting positive vibes and information related to Davitar NFT community and collection. All right, so let's just make it nice and cordial, nothing crazy. You don't need to be like super hypey or anything like that. Just share your experiences, your thoughts, what you think in a positive way of why you are part of the Davitar NFT community. What you think would come from all of this, and how why someone else should get involved, that's maybe brand new to NFTs, cryptos, and everything. So, alright, so where do you store the Davitar? Alright, so the Davatars will be compliant with the ERC 721. So ERC 721 says it's going to be compliant for the Ethereum standard, and you can store them in any wallet or platform that supports the ERC 721. Alright, so they're going to be Ethereum compatible, essentially. So one of the prizes of the NFT will be the future airdrop of DJ15 tokens for a number of Davitar holders. So if you are a holder of the Davitar NFT, it looks like you will be rewarded with an airdrop of DJ15 tokens. So that's something that you can look forward to. I didn't know about that. That recently just came out. Actually was probably one of the announcements, but hey, you just found out one of the prizes related to owning a Davitar NFT. Alright, you'll also have another prize of basically a subscription here, it looks like. So a limited number of Davitar owners will get a chance at a 1-year subscription to Pandora's wallet or the private Telegram group. So that is pretty amazing as well. And then also you'll get the private or prize of a video call with Davinci J15. Alright, so some holders will have a chance to speak in a video call with the man who told the world about buying Bitcoin just under $1 all them years ago, 2011. Wow. Just imagine if you actually listened to what Davinci was talking about, or if you're like me and maybe you just didn't know about Davinci at that time and you weren't really watching YouTube like that. Well, I can honestly say right now that like I don't even watch cable. Like YouTube is like where I go. This is where I watch everything. So like all my content creators on YouTube, like thank you for like filling my void. I don't need to pay for cable. I just pay for YouTube Premium so I can get rid of all the ads. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sitting here watching all these ads. Unless it's related to the content creator's own stuff. So for example, the people that watch my video, you may say, oh, well, you did an ad. Well, no, I did an ad related to things that's part of the community I'm part of, and I also represented all of the other content creators within the community with dozor.com. Okay, so the thing is, when you're going to talk about something you're going to add, you got to make sure you rep your supporters, your peers, and everybody else. You got to give them their rep, okay? Stop not representing your people. First of all, if you learn anything from anybody, I'm sick and tired of people not repping their resource or reference. Like, what are you afraid of that if you share where you learn or obtain that knowledge, like those followers are gonna go leave you and go follow the person that you listen to? Well, if that's the case, then they probably was never really following you to support you from the jump. All right, but if somebody can respect that, hey, I'm still putting my subscribers or followers on the line because I'm going to be 100 with you. Hey, I learned this from so-and-so. I have no problem in giving that person their rep. They deserve that rep. They deserve their recognition. All right? Because at the end of the day, I would hope that they will do the same thing if they learned or listened anything from myself. So stop being greedy, stop being selfish, and start repping the resources that you've obtained your knowledge. And if you're so afraid that people will stop following you or listening to you because you're sharing your resource of where, not even sharing your resource rather, but you just recognizing, the person that, like, just not, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, just rep your people, man. Rep your peers. This is about everybody winning. It's not just about you winning. It's about the team winning, okay? And the team can't win unless everybody is repping everybody. All right, bet. So, and that's it. And Davitar's files will be stored not only on the best, but the one and only IPFS. If you don't know about IPFS, well, you got a lot to learn about. But, IPFS, now you fully decentralized, okay? Let's utilize IPFS to store the files, ensuring that the NFT is decentralized and unchangeable over time. Moreover, Davitar will always be available since the files are shared across the decentralized nodes around the world. You see, this is something just real quick most people don't even realize. All of those dApps, right, and places that you're using and you're going to, you're talking about decentralization when you're not even using a dApp that's fully decentralized, okay? Unless that dApp is being hosted unless the developers or the community of that dApp owns their domain name, it is not fully decentralized, okay? So at any time that website could be shut down and boom, done. All right, everything after it doesn't matter, which is why Handshake is extremely important. And if you know anything about Handshake and domain and TLDs and top level domain ownership, you can own your part of the internet. I have a few domain names on Handshake. I've also mined Handshake, so like, you don't have to pay hosting service.